Hi. So, as I probably just said, I'm here to talk to you about education. Not college, not high school, not even elementary school. No, we're going to go way back and talk about what comes before school, early childhood education. In my essay, I made the argument that early childhood education is an important issue America needs to address. Only the wealthy and privileged have access to high quality childcare, and it's a huge problem. It leaves underprivileged families to find alternatives that really aren't always sufficient. But before delving into that, we really need to take a step back and talk about developing brains and what role early childhood education plays to lay down the foundations of a prosperous life. Did you know the first 5 years of a person's life are the most important for developing lifelong skills that help lay down good foundations for better lives? How does this work? What's brewing and developing in our young brains that makes a good foundation so important? Our brains are built through early childhood experiences such as touch, talk, sight, and sound. Did you know that 1 million new neuron connections are formed every second in the first few years of life? It's no surprise that 90% of the brain's volume usually develops as a child reaches 5 or 6. Because our brains are in such an important point in their development at this life stage, early childhood education takes on a vital role in experiential learning, a key part of healthy brain growth that happens at home and at quality learning environments. A supportive learning environment takes on this challenge by providing developmentally appropriate activities that promote holistic learning through, you guessed it, touch, talk, sight, and sound. This often includes sensory tables, one-on-one interaction, hands-on art projects, and lots of time for play. As Mr. Rogers once put it, play is often talked about as if it were relief from serious learning. But for children, play is a serious learning. Play is really the work of childhood. The brain needs the time and space to develop the connections needed for many important higher level abilities like motivation, self-regulation, problem solving, and communication. These connections are formed in the early years or not formed. It's much harder for these essential brain connections to be formed later in life. And without the right care, kids experience increased likelihoods of developmental delays in language, cognitive, and emotional development. The developing brain absolutely needs the right environments to learn how to get through life. Children and families who cannot afford high-cost early childhood education should not fall to the wayside. With ever-increasing childcare costs, America must see the need to provide accessible care for all children if we want the future of our country to be a bright one. I'll leave you with one more quote from Mr. Rogers. We live in a world in which we need to share responsibility. It's easy to say, it's not my child, not my community, not my world, not my problem. Then there are those who see the need and respond. I consider those people my heroes.